Good morning, and welcome to Viewattitudes in the Morning. Viewattitudes in the Morning is a brief show, a little motivational, a little inspirational, that comes to you on live TV.cravethespotlight.com each Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. And I'm your host, Victor Irving Jenkins. Merry Christmas, everyone. Viewattitudes in the Morning is an idea that I came up with to express certain view attitudes that benefit me and certainly may benefit you. Now, you probably know, right after I say it, that if you change your view, you can change your attitude. So, what is your attitude about telephone assistants? Recently, I had the opportunity to call someone on the telephone to ask for help. As it turns out, the person on the telephone wasn't really in the helpful mood. So they simply do what we call shined me on and told me that the item that I left there, well, it just wasn't there. And of course, when they told it to me, they didn't really have time to go and see where the item was. They simply just told me that based on their powers of knowledge, that they knew that it wasn't there. Well, the item was fairly important to me, and I really wanted it, and it was quite a ways from where I was. It was a little, probably 50 to 100 miles out of town, a place where I had been. When you're the only conduit between a person and their particular item of concern, you must do more to be helpful. You're not helpful simply by telling them it's not there, because they can't put their hand on it, they can't do it themselves, and they're relying on you. Your behavior on the telephone, it speaks of your entire organization, of your entire group. And for that reason, the place that I was calling, well, I didn't really have a high opinion of them at the time. Try as you might to keep a high opinion of everyone, well, little things like that impact your view, and it certainly impacted my attitude. So in walks another organization, the organization called the Genuine Networking Association, or the GNA. Further, in comes a member of that organization, Margaret Edwards. So I want to give a shout out for Margaret Edwards on this morning's View Attitude. Not only was Margaret helpful in communicating to me, not only did she get back to me in a reasonable amount of time, but she actually took the time from her busy schedule to go to this place and locate the item of concern. And believe it or not, the item of concern was exactly where I left it, even though it was more than 10 days away. So when you're the one picking up the telephone, or when you're the person that's the conduit that represents all that you are a part of, be that you yourself, be that your family, be that your organization, be that your church, whatever you are a part of, if you are the one that the public connects with, why don't you make sure and leave a good impression? Now, we understand that we're not supposed to pass judgment. We understand that we're not supposed to crucify an entire group because of the act of one person. But we also know that if we ourselves want to be effective, then we have got to plant good seed. If we want a good harvest coming to us, if we want to experience the best of life, then we've got to do our best, even though it might be just a little inconvenient. So, Margaret Edwards, as a result of her behavior, is now on my show this morning. I'm extolling her virtues. So the view attitude for today is be helpful. If you're on the telephone and you don't have to be technical support in order to be helpful on the telephone. Actually listen to the request the person has and actually give them a hand up, give them the benefit of the doubt. Because if they're calling you on the phone, they can't do something themselves. So, that is my view attitudes for this morning. I certainly hope it has helped you. I certainly hope it has blessed you and made you a better person. If it has or if it hasn't, I'd love to hear from you. So, place your thoughts or a comment below so that I can hear from you. So tune in next time for the next episode of Viewattitudes in the Morning. I am your host, Victor Irving Jenkins, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.